Hello, my name is Poldo Martin, and in this presentation, I will address to our project stakeholder. In this video, I will present our follow-up app prototype, and I will explain how we developed using agile project management and highlight what we learned during the project, including one improvement recommendation and key principles. Our product is the follow-up application designed for churches to improve engagement with the new visitors. The system helps churches to track visitors and send reminders and manage prayer requests, provide the spiritual support, and support communication between church staff and volunteers. The main goal is to ensure that every visitor receives intentional and organized follow-up that leads them to discipleship and community engagement. In our sprint one, our product goal was to build the foundation of the follow-up system. We focused on creating the core, the core workflow for the visitors tracking and structured follow-up. The sprint include visiting and tracking, and also sequences, automated reminders, and prayer request submission, messaging features for church staff and volunteers, and low fidelity wireframes. This sprint helps us to define the basic structure of the system and the main use flow. In sprint 2, the goal was to ensure the new visitor get engaged immediately with the discipleship actions. We improved how the content is delivered, how users are guided through the system. The product increment included improved user flow and fidelity wireframes, which moved the product closer to the more realistic experience. In Sprint 3, the goal was to deliver high fidelity wireframes. We improved the design by refining the colors, photography, and layout, and overall user experience based on stakeholder and feedback. At this stage, the product changed from isolated features into a complete workflow where visitors can enter the system, receive the workflow, or receive the follow-up content, and be guided into discipleship or, or even community engagement with leaders, switching between the tools. This sprint produced more realistic and polished version of the work. In sprint 4, the goal was to equip the church leader to track spiritual milestones and engagement. We focused on ensuring every visitor received intentional follow-up through the content, giving, serving, and pastoral care. The product goal increment introduced tracking systems and engagement touchpoints so that no visitor is missed from their first visit to the spiritual maturity. We also added a change of log to improve accountability. In sprint 5, The goal was to deliver a clickable prototype of the follow-up system. This allowed stakeholders to test usability and validate the experience. We connected more than 8 screens into the real user workflows, making the system interactive instead of statistic. We tested whether the pastor could complete the key tasks such as registering a new visitor within 3 clicks. This sprint helps us to validate usability and identify the areas for improvement. On things that went well, in this project was conscious improvement through the agile sprints. It was continuous improvement through the agile sprints. Each sprint allowed us to refine the product based on the feedback, and breaking work into smaller tasks help the team to stay organized and deliver consistent progress. One key improvement recommendation is sprint planning and time management. In some sprints, the workflow was too tight, and which reduced the time for testing and refinement. This caused pressure. This caused pressure towards the ends of the sprints. In the future projects, we should include at least a 10 to 15% buffer in the sprint planning to allow more time for testing and reducing stress and improve the product quality. And one of the Angular principle I learned in the importance of delivering working software frequently in small increments is this. This helped me to approach and gather feedback early, improve continuous, and ensure that product always align with the stakeholder needs. This project helped us to understand and allow Angular project to support continuous improvement, teamwork, and adaptability. We successfully developed the follow-up app prototype and improve and improve it across the multiple sprints, from basic wireframes to clickable prototype. And I thank you everyone, and I thank you for my members of the wise group for helping everyone to learn, and I thank you. That is my presentation. Thank you.